Hey guys, welcome back. This is Hungry Man 97 Collectibles. Today I have a guest. Who do we have with us today?
F-bomb.
This is Effbomb. This is my son, and he's going to be helping me out in the video. We're going to talk about some more errors today with some Fleer cards. We've done a Fleer error before. This is kind of an update of the Fleer. Let's get started. What's the first one here?
It's Dan.
Schatzader. He's from the 1988 Fleer set. What number is he?
Number 21.
What's wrong with those cards?
So, this one, the name is spelled wrong. There's an A instead of an E before the D. And then this one is spelled correctly. There's an E instead of an A before the D at the end. But there's a black line under his name. And then this one is the corrected one, so there's no black line or the name.
So there's 3 variations of the same card?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like the triple errors. Yeah, that one's a really weird one. That little black streak, I thought it was somebody that actually had a Sharpie that got it, but I found a couple of them. They all had that, so it's kind of a weird one. Also from the 1988 set is this Jeff Robinson, and he is a pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Now, this is kind of a weird one. So on the back is Jeff Robinson's stats for being a pitcher and his birthday and all that information on there. But the back is actually a different Jeff Robinson. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? It's for a Jeff M. Robinson. Or that's actually Jeff D. Robinson. Jeff M. Robinson is the front there. So kind of a weird one. But let's move on here. We got a couple more from the 1991 Fleer Ultra set. And these are really strange because there's a few numbers in that set that don't exist. Like there's no 119, there's no 104, there's no 114, because a couple of the cards have the same one. Let's go through those real quick here. So John Farrell and Chris James are both numbered 111. And this, I guess, is a common problem with this set. And they did not correct that. So you got 2 cards with the same number. Same with card number 101, Bo Allred and Jeff Reed. And it should have been card 104 for Bo. And then Steve Olin and Mitch Webster both share 116, but Mitch Webster should have been 119. So it did correct those. So it's kind of a weird one where you got cards with 2 different cards with the same number, and then a few numbers that didn't even have, never even had a number. What's next on the list?
Lee Smith.
Hall of Fame pitcher. This is 1982 Fleer.
So, on this card,
Number 603.
it's correct. I mean, on the front it's good, but the back, you see the Cubs sign right there? The C is correct, but the rest of it is upside down. And that's the error.
Kind of looks funny, huh? You see it backwards like that. You know, this one with the error is worth about $2 book value, but the corrected is worth $6. So kind of a weird one where we see the corrected version, you know, much more rare, worth more money. We're going to fast forward to the 1990 Fleer set. I know we're kind of jumping around here, but we got the Mark Knudsen, number 327. Why don't you hold it up and tell us what's going on with that one?
So here on the glove, there's supposed to be copyright there, but there isn't.
Oh, that's weird. So it's just an empty spot, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Charlie O'Brien, number 332. What's going on with that one?
This one, there's half of the copyright.
So kind of a weird printing error with that one. All right. And do you remember what's going on with this one here? This is Dave Martinez, the same set, number 353. Do you remember what was going on with this one?
So here it says Flair 90 in red instead of yellow.
So it actually should be red, but they came out with 2 varieties, one red and one yellow. And so it's not really an error necessarily. It's like a variation of that one. The yellow is worth quite a bit here, if I recall. The yellow, well, not quite a bit. It's worth $2. And this red one here is a common one. It's worth a nickel. A nickel. So, not real good turn on the investment here. So, we got a couple cards here where we're going to talk about these Player of the Decade cards that Fleer came out with also in the 1990 set. Player of the Decade has featuring, a bunch of the really good players at the time. We're going to talk about number 630, Will the Thrill Clark. And that's his nickname, Will the Thrill. And I thought he was going to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, he was like a hot item when I started collecting, but he never really came to be. Okay, so on this one here, he talks about his total bases that he had, and it came out, it said total bases was 32. Well, that's not very Player of the Decade worthy there, but that was the mistake. It was actually 321. And then another error in the Player of the Decade, number 621, was George Brett. I remember him with the pine tar incident. Heck of a hitter. And they said that, this is 621, they said he had 10 390 batting average seasons. He didn't have that. He had 10 300 or more batting average seasons. So they corrected that one. And I think it's really worth anything. The Will Clark error is worth $1. The George Brett one was worth $2, the error. So, not really a big deal. So, we got one more. What's going on with this last one here?
This one isn't really an error either.
It's like a variation?
Yeah.
What card is it?
It's 660.
Yeah, it's 660. It's just a checklist card from the Flair 90. What variations are going on here?
So there's two versions. It says checklist in bold letters and then regular letters.
This is the larger one, the small letters. All.
You didn't realize that this one is also, the 90 of Fleer is also red.
Yes, most cards from that era have that 90 in the red. So this was just, they put two different fonts of the word checklist there. I'll throw up a picture of the small checklist. We have the larger one here. Hey guys, that's it for the Fleer errors this time there. Fleer we don't hear about much anymore, but they did put some pretty cool errors out. We're going to talk about another Fleer set here coming up, and that's back to that 1989 Fleer set that we were talking about with the Billy Ripken and the Randy Johnson. So don't go anywhere, and we hope you subscribe. Effbomb, I appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
You want to do more of these?
And like the video.
You what? Oh, like the video. You want to tell the audience anything else?
Nope.
All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. See you next time.